Well, here Grandma is back again to read you a story about Splish, Splash, and Splush. It looks like this is three little ducks or something here. Splish, Splash, and Splush were three little ducks who lived on a farm. One day, Mother Duck quacked loudly. "Come, Splish, Splash, and Splush. We are going to the pond for a swim." And so the three little ducks waddled through the grass after Mother Duck. Soon they came to a pond near the barn. Mother Duck stepped into the cool water, but Splish, Splash, and Splush stood on the bank and quacked. They were afraid to go into the... "Quack, quack," scolded Mother Duck. "Come into the pond." But Splish, Splash, and Splush would not budge. They were scared of that water. Mother Duck was very angry. She said, "Surely you cannot be ducks if you do not like water. You had better find something else to be if you do not want to be ducks." So Splish, Splash, and Splush waddled away. By and by they saw Mother Hen and her baby chickens. "We want to be chickens," said Splish, Splash, and Splush. "We do not like to swim in the big pond." "I see," said Mother Hen. "Well, you can be chickens if you can cluck. All together now say, cluck, 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 cluck." But the three little ducks just answered back, "Quack, quack, 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 quack." "Oh dear," said Mother Hen, "you cannot be chickens. You cannot cluck at all. Go back to your Mother Duck." Splish, Splash, and Splush waddled away. By and by they met the Mother Cow and her calf. "We want to be cows," said Splish, Splash, and Splush. "We do not like to swim in the pond." "I see," said Mother Cow. "Well, you can be cows if you can move. All together now say, moo, 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 moo." But the three little ducks just answered back, "Quack, quack, 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 quack." "Oh dear," said Mother Cow, "you cannot be cows. You cannot moo at all. Go back to Mother Duck." Splish, Splash, and Splush waddled away. By and by they saw Mother Pig and her little pigs. "We want to be pigs," said Splish, Splash, and Splush. "We do not like to swim in the pond." "I see," said Mother Pig. "Well, you pigs if you can oink. All together now. Oink, oink, oink. Oink, oink, oink." But the three little ducks just answered back, "Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack." "Oh dear," said Mother Pig, "you cannot be pigs. You cannot oink at all. Go back to your Mother Duck." Splish, Splash, and Splush waddled away. They visited every animal on the farm, but they could not neigh, or gobble, or honk, or baa. Everyone told them to go back to Mother Duck. "If only we were not afraid to get wet," Splish, Splash, and Splush said sadly. Duck tears splished and splashed and splushed all over them. "Hoo, hoo," said the owl in the tree. "Why are you crying, little ducks?" Splish, Splash, and Splush said, "We cannot go back to Mother Duck. She is angry because we are afraid to swim in the pond. And we cannot be chickens or pigs or cows or horses or sheep or turkeys or geese. What can we do?" "Who, who?" answered the owl. On the farmhouse porch are 3 pairs of red boots and umbrellas. Put the boots on your feet, hold the umbrellas in your bill over your feathers. Then you can go into the pond without getting all wet. Quickly Splish, Splash, and Splush slipped into the red boots. They held the umbrellas over themselves and waddled to the pond. One by one they stepped into the water. But as soon as they were in the pond, the boots slipped off their feet, so they ducked under the water to catch them. But then the umbrellas slipped out of their bills and floated away. Splish, Splash, and Splush moved their feet back and forth. "We must not let our umbrellas get away," said Splush. Suddenly said, "We are all wet. We are swimming." And Splish said, "Isn't it fun? We can be ducks again." The wise old owl in the tree laughed. "Hoo, hoo," he said. "I knew you would have a wonderful time swimming in the pond." Then Mother Duck waddled into the pond. When she saw Splish, Splash, and Splush and swimming, she said, "I am very happy. I am glad you want to be ducks again." The farm animals all came running to the pond to see Splish, Splash, and Splush swim. "Such wonderful swimmers," they all said. "Such beautiful ducks." And the 3 little ducks just answered back, "Quack, quack, 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 quack." And that is of that story. How about that? Well, let's see what else Grandma can find here to read. How about Digger Dan? I haven't read that story for a long time. I used to read that to your mama and to your Uncle Martin when they were just little fellas like you guys are. Let's see, the name of this is then. "I won't work, I won't work, I won't work today," hissed Digger Dan. "You never want to work first thing in the morning," said Stan, the steam shovel man. "But there's a job to be done. A school must be built on this very spot. We must dig out a basement. We must dig a whole lot." "Aha!" buzzed the big digger. "A school for boys and girls?" The more he thought about that school, the more he felt like working. "I'll dig a deep, wide hole in the earth. I'll dig it for all I'm worth," he thought. And down went his dipper, open wide. Gulp! Then it closed, full of earth inside. "Ready?" rattled Digger Dan to Big Dump Truck. "Ready," tootled Big Dump Truck right back. "Give me room," roared Dan to the stand, the steam shovel man. "I need room to swing my boom." Push and pull, push and pull. Soon Big Dump Truck was full. "There you are. Take it far," Dan rumbled to the truck. For the first time, the big digger saw the children who waved to him as he worked. "The steam shovel is big and strong," they said. Digger Dan waved back to all the children with his boom and bucket. Oh, but he was proud. Day by day, the basement hole grew and grew. One day it was all ready for the men to come and pour the concrete for the basement. "My work is done," sang Dan. "Now I can play, hurrah!" Just at that moment, who should come along but Farmer Turnipseed. "Hi-ho," said Stan, the steam shovel man. "Good day," said the farmer, "and how do you do? I have a big job for your digger to do." And the next morning there was Digger Dan crawling along out at the farm. "I won't work, I won't work, I won't work today, he clanked. Oh ho, shouted Stan, the steam shovel man. But your job is to grade this land so the farmer can plant a seed garden. Aha, thought the big digger. The farmer wants to plant carrots and lettuce for boys and girls to eat. Aha. The more Dan thought about those vegetables, the more he felt like working. I'll grade and level and smooth this earth. I'll dig and dig for all I'm worth, clattered Dan with a rackety, rackety, rackety rack. Dig and dump, Stan shouted. Dig and dump. Take out every lump and bump. Just watch me, hummed Dan. Down went his dipper, open wide. Gulp. Then it closed, full of rocks inside. Digger Dan is clever, said the children. Digger Dan is smart. There was no stopping Dan after that. Dig, dump, clatter, crash. Down, scoop, swish, scoop, whir, chirr, pop, pop. Soon the land was ready for the farmer, turnip seed, to plant his vegetables. My work is done, sang Dan. Now I can play, hurrah! But just at that moment, who should come along but a small man with a big black mustache. Good day, said the man to Stan. Tomorrow, please bring your digger to 4th and Main, shine or rain. And the next morning, there was Digger Dan, crawling along at the 4th and Main, looking like a little house on wheels, yellow and fat, and wearing a smokestack for a hat. Away, away, away we roll, off to dig another hole, sang Stan. But I won't work today, hissed Dan. A digger needs rest. We cannot rest, said Stan. But how would you like to dig a basement for an apartment house, a place for boys and girls to live? An apartment house, buzzed Dan, with 1,000 windows to twinkle in the sunlight, and a garden where the children can play all day. The more Dan thought about that apartment house, the more he felt like working. Dump and dig, shouted Stan, pushing his long levers every which way. Dump and dig. Make a hole that's plenty big. Look, said the children who had come to watch. That steam shovel knows just how to bite. Chug, puff, hiss. I like to do this, Dan hummed. Then one day there were boys and girls going into the school Dan had helped to build. It was called the Broadway School. There were children eating fresh vegetables that grew on the farm land he had. There were children going up in the elevator of the apartment house Dan had helped to build. Mitzi, shut up. Sam, lay down. Dan, Mitzi, knock it off. Sammy, you lay down too. We're taking care of little Sammy. And he and Mitzi said goodbye, so they're barking. Now back to our story. There were children going up in the elevator of the apartment house Dan had helped to build. Dan saw them all as he rolled away to dig a road bed for a railroad. Someday those children would go riding on a big streamliner along the shiny new rails. Down scoop, swish, swoop, Digger Dan's dipper. Putter-putt, 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 open and shut. I like to work, he said. It seems like play. See, after he finally got started with all his work and everything, he was happy, but in the morning he was kind of lazy and didn't want to work. Do you ever feel that way? Grandma feels that way sometimes. I don't want to get in the morning because I'm tired. I want to sleep some more. I got to get up and take care of Mitzi and Sammy, our other little black dog, were taken care of, and Grandpa. So lots of times I don't feel like getting up either. I always do. Now, we have another story here. It's called Oh Look, and the little boy's named me. Let's see what this is all about. Here, I turn the page. Timmy wanted to know something. Mommy, he said, why does a seal wear a bow tie and sort of roll a ball around on its nose? Said his mother, not even hearing him. You know, sometimes mommies are busy and we ask them something and they don't even talking to them. Did you ever have that happen to you? I bet you did. Timmy sighed. Mommy missed some of the best things sometimes. When she didn't listen, she wasn't looking out the window, and so she couldn't see that a real seal had come into the backyard. It was wearing a bow tie, and sure enough, it was spinning a ball on its nose. Timmy went outside. Hi, he said. Ork, said the seal. Ork, ork. It flip-flopped over to Timmy's wading pool and flopped in with a nice wet splash. Timmy sat down on the steps. It's all right for you to use my pool for a while, I guess, he said. Just watch. But then Timmy saw something else. He blinked, he rubbed his eyes. Mommy, he called, why does a dog carry an umbrella? And what kind of animal wears a funny hat? Timmy's mother called back. I'm busy, dear. Timmy sighed. Poor Mommy, she couldn't see that. Coming into it were a dog carrying an umbrella and a funny-looking animal wearing a hat. Earth, said the dog, heading towards Timmy's swing. Earth, earth. It sat down and began to swing. How about that? Did you ever see a dog sit on a swing? Well, this little dog did. And the animal in the hat was Alma. And looked around. Then it pranced straight to the tulip bed, lay down among the flowers, and nibbled on a yellow one. Whee! It sighed softly. That wasn't so soft, was it? Timmy sat down on the steps again. I guess it's all right for you to swing on my swing, he said to the dog. But I don't guess, he said to the llama, that you should be eating those flowers. Suddenly Timmy looked past the seal, past the dog, and past the llama. And he was so surprised at what he saw that he forgot to blink, forgot to rub his eyes, forgot to even to call his mother. For coming in his yard was a clown. Hi, he said, smiling right at Timmy. Is there anything here that belongs to me? Ork? Earth? Whee! The animals all said together before Timmy had a chance to answer. Wait, Timmy shouted, racing into the house. Oh, wait. He tugged at his mother's hand. He said, there are a seal and a dog and another animal and a clown in our very own yard. You've got to come and see. Timmy's mother was surprised. A seal? A clown? Timmy pulled her outdoors after him, but when he got there, he found that the seal was gone, the dog was gone, the llama was gone, and the clown was nowhere to be seen. Timmy did see something, though. Oh, look, he shouted. Right below the steps lay a fuzzy umbrella. Partway down the walk lay a funny fuzzy hat. Down near the fence lay a fuzzy bow tie. And hanging on the gate was an envelope with on it. It said, for Timmy, a ticket to our circus. Wasn't that a good story? Man, there's all kind of good stories, huh? And sometimes our mommies don't listen when we try to tell them that there's something they ought to see. And that mommy just about missed everything, huh? Well, that's how it goes. Well, that's all the books Grandma's got right now to read. So I guess that's all I can do, honeys. I hope you enjoy the stories. And Grandma Mollie loves you very much. And Grandpa Lance loves you very much. And Mitzi loves you very much. And Baby, the bird, loves you very much. And I bet if Sammy would see you, he would love you very much. And you would love him. His Mom and Pop are coming back tomorrow. We've had him for 2 weeks. We've had a lot of fun with little Sammy. He's about half as big as Mitzi, and he's black. Yeah. That's about all I have to say right now. So I better sign off. And here's a kiss for both of you. Lots of kisses. Wish I was there to hug you. But maybe before too awful long, we will see you. Okay? Okay for now, honeys. Bye-bye.